Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my channel. For those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Jonathan, and to my returning subscribers, welcome back, my friends. Welcome back. In today's video, I want to talk about 5 things I wish I knew earlier on during my spiritual awakening, and make sure to stick around for number 3 because I almost ended up in the hospital because of it. Let's get started. The spiritual awakening process is far from an easy process. It's a very challenging process which ends up making you ride those emotional highs and then those emotional lows. But what's important to understand during your spiritual awakening is, as much as you think you're in control, you're not in control in the beginning. Okay? What I'm talking about is you have a spiritual team with you. They are aware of the necessary steps to take in order to move forward. And once you're able to start to realize that everything is happening now for you and not against you, you're getting yourself out of that lack mentality. You're getting yourself out of that survival mode. And that is going to help speed up the process. Letting go of any resistance and realizing that you're not in control, but you are in control of how you react to situations. And realize that all these challenging situations coming forth are there to teach you a valuable life lesson. Are there most likely to make you understand, make you realize that you're more powerful than you think. They're coming forth to allow you to let go of certain set limited beliefs and begin to create new beliefs. And for those who stop resisting and start realizing that these things are happening for you, you're going to see, you're going to get through this much smoother. And not only this, you're going to notice that your vibration is going to raise. You're going to start to feel better and better each and every single day. You're going to start to feel blessed for things that you have always ignored previously. So stop looking at whatever is coming up as something, let's say the universe doing something against you, and look for the deeper meanings. Look for the life lessons that are coming forth. Because if there's anything that I've taken from my spiritual awakening, is the amount of knowledge and wisdom that I have gained is absolutely incredible. By letting go of this resistance and just by realizing, you know what, for the first part of your awakening, I'm just gonna get on that roller coaster and I'm just gonna ride it out, and it all depends on how I react to the situations. And in this video, I'm going to be covering 5 things that I wish I knew sooner during my spiritual awakening. The first thing that I wish I knew earlier on during my spiritual awakening is that the law of attraction works for us whether we are aware of it or not. And not only this, to be very detailed and specific as far as the affirmations that you're writing down. And for me, I had my spiritual awakening. Then all of a sudden, I was looking for new employment 6 months after my spiritual awakening. And I started to write down, I am so glad, happy, and blessed to be working at this car dealership in order to have the funds necessary to help out other individuals with spirituality. But guess what? I ended up going to apply at this dealership. I ended up doing one interview, but then all of a sudden it came time to do an interview with the district manager as well. It was the regional manager and the district manager. But all of a sudden what ended up happening is that phone call never came. Called them up. What's going on? When am I coming in for the interview? Oh, finally, one of our salesmen is no longer retiring, so we're not going to be needing your services right there and then. And see, that was all the way that I formatted my affirmation, because my affirmation wasn't that I want to work at this car dealership. No, I wanted to get money in order to start helping out others with spirituality. But at the time, I didn't know that you're able to just create your own spiritual business. So really make sure that whenever you're writing an affirmation, be as specific as possible. There was another time, even before I was awakened, but I just saw the movie The Secret, and I was all excited. I'm going to start using this law of attraction. And once again, I want to earn $1,000 a week. Well, guess what? I ended up doing so, but I was having to work 70 to 75 hours a week. So, really be specific as far as your affirmations. Be really specific as far as how you want to bring something forth and what is it that you want to bring forth. The second thing I wish I knew sooner during my spiritual awakening is that God in the universe literally removes anything that is in your way, anything that no longer serves you. As I was going through the purging stage, I was noticing losing friends, even family members, relatives. Everyone just seemed to be dropping like dead flies out of my life. All these different situations that were no longer a vibrational match to my vibration was literally being eliminated, being taken out of my life. But this left me feeling somewhat in the lack mentality. This left me feeling somewhat as if the universe was out to get me. But it was the complete opposite. Because by being able to have all these things eliminated out of my life, being removed, I was able to truly discover who I was. I was able to peel back the layers. I was able to do the inner healing and finally allow more and more of my authentic self out. So right now, if it seems as though people are dropping like dead flies, if it seems all of a sudden you got fired from your job or you've had to move, you've had to end a relationship, don't view it from a victim mentality. Thank the universe for removing what no longer served you in order for you to align as quickly as possible with how you're able to help others, how you're able to serve others, what are you able to create from your heart space. And the third thing that I wish I knew sooner during my spiritual awakening is Kundalini Energy. Okay? For myself, I had my spiritual awakening, and then 4 months later, I had my Kundalini awakening. Okay? And for me, I just ended up feeling this electrical surge flowing through my entire body. And the Kundalini awakening is literally, it's spirit energy starting at the base of your lower back, and it just spirals up and opens up all of your chakras. But for some individuals, it can be more intense than others. And for me, that's exactly what happened. I woke up on a Friday just feeling this electrical surge. Like I was going like this with my hands. I could just feel it, all the electricity flowing throughout my entire body. And I wasn't aware because any of the videos that I had seen as far as the Kundalini awakening, all the information that I had taken in was just saying, oh, you will feel a slight tingle, a slight electrical surge. And that was not the case for me. This was incredibly intense, and I resisted the first day. I was like, oh, should I go to the hospital? Ended up calling in sick at work. Didn't go to work that day. But then I went to bed, and I decided, you know what? Maybe this has something to do with my spiritual awakening, and I'm gonna now just be more present. I'm gonna allow it to flow, because it all depends on the blockages you have as far as your chakras. That's gonna dictate the level of intensity that you're gonna be feeling. And I guess I had some major blockages, but then by Saturday it started to the intensity died down a bit, and it started to feel somewhat good. But let me tell you, by Sunday, it was pure ecstasy inside of my body. It was this energy is absolutely incredible, and you're able to duplicate this energy by doing Kundalini yoga. So if any of you are feeling this energy, try to remain present and allow it, let it flow. Let it flow. And what I ended up doing is drinking. I drank a lot of water, and I really took it easy. I made a point of not driving my car. Literally, I stayed home the entire time, and I took it easy, and I let it just flow through me. And you're gonna see it might start off intense, but then what's gonna end up happening is the intensity is gonna die down, and then the ecstasy, the wonderful feeling is gonna come in. The fourth thing that I wish I would have known sooner during my spiritual awakening was that at a certain point, there was going to be an incredibly intense battle between my intuition and rationally thinking. There was going to be an event that was going to be coming forth that literally was going to have two very different outcomes. One was rationally thinking, extreme right, let's say, and then your intuition is taking you to the left side. What's important is to realize that this you must go through in order to exit the matrix. That's the only reason this event is coming forth, is to allow you to exit the matrix and really truly begin your spiritual journey. Because the matrix, when I'm talking about the matrix, I'm talking about individuals who are living in a fear-based reality, whose heart has numbed, and their only way of dealing with any situation, the only way of making decisions, is literally just rationally thinking. But your brain at its core is just there to keep you alive, just to keep you in survival mode. Think about it. Whereas certain decisions, your intuition will tell you, go for it, get out of this situation and move forward through your heart space. Where rationally thinking would be telling you, no, it's not safe to move forward. The safest decision would be this. And you're going to start to notice as you take this leap, this quantum leap, this leap of faith. For those of you who trust your intuition, for those of you who trust that guidance above all, you're going to see you're going to have a safe landing. And what's going to end up happening is your level of faith is going to intensify. Your level of certainty is going to grow. That spiritual connection is going to strengthen. You're going to be raising up your vibrations. And as you do so, you're going to be aligning yourself up more and more with who the authentic person is on the inside. So if you haven't taken this leap yet, continue to connect with your angels and your guides. Ask for exactly what it is that you need in order to move forward. And then follow that intuition. It was the best decision that I could have possibly taken, was following my intuition over rational thinking. And the fifth thing that I wish I would have known sooner during my spiritual awakening was to manifest from within first. Literally, your first year and a half, focus inwards. Forget your reality. Focus inwards. Okay? Begin to manifest more self-love. Begin to manifest more self-worth. Begin to manifest more confidence. Begin to manifest more inner happiness. And what you're going to start to notice is your reality is going to start to change before your eyes. And it's the same thing as far as your thoughts. Begin to reprogram that subconscious mind to expect situations to turn out in your favor. Begin in your subconscious mind to realize that people are kind, caring, and loving. And what you're going to start to notice as that self-love comes in, that self-worth, that confidence, as you're peeling back the layers and discovering who the authentic person is, and you're beginning to let this person out, you're going to notice that your reality is going to shift completely. You're going to be noticing that situations are going to be turning out in your favor far more often than not. You're going to be noticing people are a lot kinder than they used to be. You're going to be noticing, by now expecting situations to turn out in your favor, that they are going to do exactly this. You're going to be receiving unexpected blessings much more frequently. And what's wonderful is once you've done all this inner work, now you're able to start working on the outside, because you finally discovered who you are. Because I can tell you this, that when I first had my spiritual awakening, the manifestations that I wanted to bring forth, I no longer want to bring that exact type of manifestation. Why? Because I've discovered who I am. And not only this, I'm no longer motivated the same way that I used to be as far as the manifestations that I want to bring forth. So really take the time, do the inner work, forget about your reality, do the inner work, make that inner change, and you're going to see it all of a sudden, it's going to start to reflect out in your reality, and then you're going to be able to start, basically, as you're doing all this inner work, you are in the divine feminine energy. But then all of a sudden, once you've done this inner work and now you're ready to show the world the new authentic self, you're going to be stepping into the divine masculine energy. And with this energy, you're going to be able to start pushing forward with what it is that you're passionate about. You're going to be able to start showing more and more of the world who the authentic person is. Those were just 5 things that I wish I would have known earlier on during my spiritual awakening. And there are many, many others. But at least by gaining a little bit more knowledge as far as certain things that you're going to experience during your spiritual awakening. It's going to help ease the process, because as challenging as it is, it should also be enjoyable. This is a rebirth, is literally what it is, and that's how it should be seen as a rebirth of healing yourself, discovering who you are, and literally changing your life around, beginning to create the life that you've always dreamed of having. Why? Because now you're fully stepping into your own. You're allowing your authentic self. You're going to start to step out of your comfort zone more and more. You're going to release any fear of being judged by others, because at a certain point you're going to realize those thoughts I had as far as individuals judging me were completely false. Individuals are acting kinder and kinder. They're more caring. They're more understanding. They're more compassionate. So, and as you go through each of the stages, what's important is don't resist. Whatever is coming up, don't resist, and just realize that it's part of the journey. Each thing, each event that we go through is to help us learn valuable life lessons. It should never be seen as, oh, the universe is out to get me. No, everything is happening for you, not against you. And if right now, if you're remotely feeling stressed out, get yourselves out in nature. Allow that your mind to literally clear. Just close your eyes and allow everything to clear. You don't have to go for a walk and just be thinking about all these different things that, let's say, bills and things like this are coming up. Allow yourself to just clear your mind, get yourself grounded, and then just keep walking as an example and see what ideas come through. See what divine downloads are coming forth. See what your spirits want you to know. And once you get that message, just try it for a bit. Start moving forward using your intuition. Start moving forward by seeing these signs and synchronicities as far as the path that you should be on. And what you're going to notice, situations are going to turn out in your favor far more often than not. Well, that's going to do it for the video. I love you guys. You guys have an awesome day. Namaste.